Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aimie Hafiz bin AZMI. The metric number is A19A0326. Okay, today I want to present about assignment we just do in subject statistics. So the first is introduction. The introduction have a meaning. The first is in introduction is meaning of statistic, data description, construction, frequency distribution. Have 5 steps. Relative frequency and cumulative frequency. Okay, for the first is the meaning of statistic. Okay, statistic is a branch of mathematics and used to analyze, summarize, and interpret a group of observation on numbers. Or it can be defined as a practice or science of collection and analyzing numerical data in large quantity, especially for the purpose of inferring proportion as a whole from those in a representative sample. Statistics also very important because it is used in many situations in our daily life, and statistics are also a subject to interpretation. Okay, the second is the data description. Okay, the data description, we use the number of the road accident measured by death, major injury and minor injury. So we can see the table from 2016 until 2019. Okay, the next is construction frequency distribution. Okay, they have 5 steps. So the first step is they decide on the number of classes. The step 2 determine the classes interval or width. Step 3 set the individual class limits. The step 4 is make a tally mark for each data entry in the appropriate class. The last step is the number of tally mark for a class in the frequency for that class. Okay, the next is the relative frequency. Okay, the relative frequency is the portion or percentage of data that fall in that class. To find the relative frequency of a class is divide the frequency by the sample size. Okay, for the last one is cumulative frequency. Okay, the cumulative frequency of a class is the sum of the frequency for that class and all previous classes. The cumulative frequency of the last class is equal to the sample size. Okay.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad SAIFULLAH bin NORSAINI. My matrix number is A19A0367. I'm from group 19. Today I would like to present my part, which is graphical representation. As we can see from the table, I have to build up a graph, any graph, but I choose bar graph and pie chart graph. As we can see, for the first graph, about the number of road accident measured by deaths in Malaysia from 2016 until 2019. As we can see, the number of deaths recorded from 2016 until 2018 is decreased and increased in 2019. This graph shown the number of road accident caused by deaths in 2016 is the highest compared to others years. Second graph, which is pie chart graph, is about the number of road accident measured by serious injury from 2016 until 2019. These 4 years is involved 374 victims, and as we can see, a major contributor to the number of serious injury is the year of 2016. Besides, another year seems not shown many change. Lastly is pie chart graph is about the number of road accident measured by minor injury in Malaysia from 2016 until 2019. These 4 years is involved 300 victims, and as we can see, a major contributor to the number of serious injury is the year of 2016. Besides, the number of road accident by death, serious injury and minor injury shown by graph is fluctuated, and the year of 2016 is the worst year, which is recorded the highest number of road accident, which is involved 461 cases. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, my name is AHMAD SAQIFF ILMAN bin NAIRAWI. My metric number A19A1015. Okay, today I will continue about our presentation. Our assignment, as the main title is the number of road accident measured by deaths, major injury and minor injury. So yeah. Okay, I will present about this one, a numerical descriptive measure is divided by 3: measure of central tendency, measure of position, and lastly measure of variance. For a measure of central tendency is divided by 3: mean, median and mode. For mean, we just divided fx, the total of fx, and the total of frequency. So that's mean 1158 we divide it by 12, and then we can get 96.5. For median, we just follow the formula. So LM is 99.5. You can get here we minus 0.5, and then we plus all of this one, and then we can get 53.5. For a mode, we just follow this formula, LM lower boundary, and then we can just follow this, and then we can get this answer 145.5. That's for measure of central tendency. Okay, next we can go the measure of position. It's divided by 3: first quartile, third quartile and interquartile range. For this one, first quartile, we just follow this formula that's given, and then we can get inside for formula, and then we can get this one 38.5. For third quartile, it's same like first quartile. We just get inside the number of from this one to the formula, this one, and then we can get a 99.5 for this one, and then plus by 12 divided by 4 and minus 9, and then we can get a 7176.5. So for interquartile range, we just need to minus third quartile minus first quartile. So this one, all of this one with minus, and then we can get a 13x. Okay, next measure of variance. So this one, the most important things we need to just get in the number of from this one into the formula. So this formula of variance, we just 1 plus 1 divided by 12, and then minus all of this one. So this one is a total from this, and this one is the total from this. So we just minus and divided by 12, and then we can get a 340.72. For standard deviation, we just punca kuasa this one, the total of variance, and then we can get the answer is 18.45. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. For part 5.1 numerical description measure, firstly we have to build up a data and insert to SPSS software. Then from the data, I got some points, which is mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. For median, I got 96.5, median 53.5, mode 145.5, variance 340.72, standard deviation 18.45, first quartile 38.5, second quartile 38.5, and lastly third quartile is 76.5. From the result from SPSS, we have to secondly we have to compare with 4.0 to get the answer above from SPSS. We have to find all the mean for the number of road accident measured by deaths, major injury, minor injury for 2016 to 2019, from total mean, and use the total mean to get the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, variance, range, quartile 1 and quartile 3. The means of SPSS is result 96.5, which is the same with part in 4.0. For the median in the SPSS is also same with the median central tendency. The data we get from SPSS is same with central tendency for mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. Lastly, in SPSS is Q1 and Q3, which is 38.5 and 76.5. Conclusion. For the conclusion, I can conclude that we got same answer in 4.1 and 4.5 by using SPSS. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, we continue the part of statistical analysis using software. For the hypothesis testing, we're using analysis of variance ANOVA. Analysis if variance ANOVA is a collection of statistics model used to analyze the difference between group means and their associated procedure such as variance amount and between groups. Okay, for the first is the procedure of ANOVA. The first is hypothesis. The second is significant level. For the third, we use test statistic. For the fourth is decision rule. For the last is decision. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain about the correlation analysis. So correlation analysis, we can see this is the table of correlation analysis and a summary of group 2016-19 2019. So this is an average for each year, and this a variance for each year. We can see in 2019 the average is 64 and the variance is 184. So for ANOVA, we can see the source of variation is SS, the FMS and others. So between group for SS 17,340, and within group is here, and the total of this we can get 28,596. So the total of the F is 11, and lastly the total of F second is 0. So if you see in the between groups, the p-value is 0.048814. Meanwhile at the F screen is 4.066181. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is RAMADDAN bin RAWI. My matric number is A19024. I will talk about the 99%, 95% and 90% of confidence intervals for the variable number of accident. The 90% confidence interval for population mean, we got 0.98 and 4.02. It is between 0.98 and 4.02. And for 95% of confidence interval for population mean is, we got between 0.45 and 4.55. And lastly is the 99% confidence interval for population mean, we got between -1.27 and 6.27. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Hi, now I will talk about the theoretical modeling. Checking the relationship using multiply linear regression by software. The number of accidents can be as independent variable, and number of death, number of minor injuries and number of major injuries are dependent variables. Multiply regression model can be written as y equal to b0 plus b1x power of 1 plus b2x power of 2 plus b3x power of 3 plus b4x power of 4 plus e. Estimating the multiply regression analysis model, y is equal to 52.732 plus number of death, which is 0.428 plus number of major injury, which is 0.392 plus number of minor injury, which is 0.458 plus e, which is 0.645. And the answer of y is 1.100 I think that's all for me. Thank you.